Ladies and gentlemen, it finally happened. It finally happened. Up in New York, a man jumped to his death from his Manhattan luxury apartment. We were talking about this in the beginning when all of this stuff was happening. And in fact, since all of the chatter about CV has become really strong, or some people call Rona. So, a 64-year-old man leaped to his death from a luxury apartment building in Manhattan, police said Saturday. So, this came out in the Washington Post, March 21st, 2020. The unidentified man jumped from the 16th floor window of the Tribeca Park apartment building on Chambers Street near North End Avenue, where he lived, at about 11 p.m. Friday, authorities said. He landed in the building's courtyard and was pronounced dead at the scene. I came out to smoke a cigarette and they told me someone jumped. One building resident who declined to be named told the Post. It's upsetting. It was not immediately clear why the man had jumped, though neighbors worried it may have been related to the state's new regulation around self isolation amid the Rona pandemic. You have to be mentally strong to take on isolation, the uncertainty of what's going on to happen is scary. Yeah, it is scary. It is scary, especially if you don't understand the virus or even know what's about to happen to you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of many that we know is going to happen. People are scared, they are worried. There was an article that came out a few minutes ago, actually. And the New York governor is now talking about locking down the state for 9 months. That's what he's talking about. And, this is no joke. It seems like the lockdowns are now getting longer now. Initially, in my state, when we were first told we were locking down, it was supposed to be 2 weeks. Then it became 3 weeks. Now it's 10 to 12 weeks. And we have one governor talking about 9 months of locking down his state. It just goes to show you how serious this thing really is. This is just the beginning. There are a lot of things to come. I just don't know how this country is going to handle a 9-month lockdown of people not working, and they have to stay at home and stay off the roads, and businesses closed down for 9 months. I just don't think any business in this country would survive that. To me, you would instantly send us into a recession. I'm surprised this 10 to 12 weeks won't send us into a recession. You don't have any of the money that was once circulating through the economy now. And you may not have that for the foreseeable future at this point. And these businesses are already screaming for help, but you're helping people that's not even really doing business at all now. And how do you help some of these people? I had one video that came out a few days ago, and a woman had a massage parlor. Who the hell would want to keep a massage parlor afloat? Just the contact alone is something you can no longer do. How would you justify giving a business like that money? Or even these Chinese businesses that no one is going into anymore. I mean, some of these businesses are just not going to survive because of the nature of what they do. And that's not really anybody's fault. But, anything where you got to have heavy contact with the public, it's going to be very rough on those businesses. And remember, if your business is deemed as non essential, and a massage parlor technically is non essential. So those businesses will remain closed. But of course, your more essential, which they consider your supermarkets and your pharmacies, your hospitals, those are essential. Doctor offices are still open, but most of these other businesses, they're closed. And it's really eerie when you look at so many of the pictures in places that are normally busy. I saw a picture of the LA freeway. I never saw that. I never seen a picture of it look empty. Or Times Square, when they snapped a picture of downtown Manhattan, empty. Never seen it empty. I seen a picture also of Philadelphia, empty. I grew up in that city. That city is always busy. There are just certain locations where you can count on people to be out and about around the clock. And to not see that all throughout the country is really eerie. And it's almost like you're looking at the death of a nation for real. A nation that was lively back in February, and around the same time in March, it's virtually dead. The people are in a panic and they're confused. You got some people out here that are defiant, like you saw the beachgoers. They are defiant. And you have some people that don't know what to do. They got their kids at home. They don't know what to do. And let me tell you something, if we're locking down for 10 to 12 weeks nationwide, then your kids are not going back to school. It's not even that much time left in the school year at this point. A lot of the country, their kids get out in May. Here in the Northeast, they get out in the beginning of June. And if we count 12 weeks, then that wipes out the school year. So life is not going to be the same. And I think some people just don't accept that. Oh, we're going to get back to normal. I don't know. Are you really going to get back to normal from this? Do you know how backlogged all of these businesses are going to be? Do you know how long it's going to be before all of these businesses are back on their feet earning a revenue? It's really true. What I heard when the stock market first started crashing in March, corporations came out, and I never saw this before in my life, and said, we are not making any money in 2020. And it's really true. They're not. They're not going to make a dime in 2020. So even if you brought all of these businesses back in June, look at all of the revenue and business they've lost. Look, you even got YouTube that sent employees home. All of these businesses are going to have to play catch up when they get back. And that's going to take some time. So this is one suicide. Man jumped from a 16th floor window in New York. He lived in luxury apartment down in Manhattan, Tribeca. Ladies and gentlemen, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace, family.